Okay, welcome. We're going to work on 3 rotations in each direction of each joint. Starting with the neck. This is going to take you roughly 5 minutes. I want the hands on the hips, take your shoulders, clench them from the upper back. And we're going to tilt the head all the way to this side. We hold it for a few seconds. You want to feel a stretch on this side. And then back up to center, straight over. We're going to do this 2 more times. So I actually sustained a neck whiplash injury and I'm still recovering from it. And that's why it's so important to keep healthy joints all through your exercise and just living. If you've got a joint that's overly tight, you're going to feel it. So we're going to go up. I want you to tilt your head up to the ceiling. You should feel a stretch. And now we're going to go chin to chest. We really want to make sure the chest is upright. Try not to hunch forward in any position. Get to that halfway neutral spot in between. And that's 3. Now we've got the shoulders. This is one of the most complex joints. It's a ball and socket joint. So we'll start off hands tucked in. I want to keep a nice tight torso. We'll roll forward and back first. This is the first dimension. Then I want you to bring the shoulder in towards the center line, pull it back and drive your shoulder blades down. So we're getting maximum movement here from that joint. And you can really feel the shoulder blades stretching, the traps lifting. That's one direction. Let's switch it now. Backwards before we go inwards. So back over the shoulder. Now you must make sure your upper back, your shoulders and your head is all aligned as you do this movement. So we'll swap it over. Follow me. In to the center line, up and down with the shoulder blades. Use the shoulder blades. Up, in. Keep everything nice and tight. Up, in and down. Opposite way. Again, I think I've injured every joint bar 2 in my body. So you really have to understand joint mobility is top of the list here. This is why we're doing it now, and you can do this every single day. Now, done the shoulders, the elbows are next. We're going to start off with the hinge movement, right? So it's a door opening and closing. Easy movement to start off. We're going to bring some rotations in. We'll start with one arm, close the fist. It might be a little bit easier. Again, being mindful to keep your back, shoulders, head over the shoulders. Rotate inwards and outwards. 2, 3. If it helps to look down at the joint while you're doing this, then go for it. 2, 3. Again, got a good rooted, grounded position as we're doing these. If my feet are out, it's not good up the chain. Everything is interlinked. So we line our feet, toes pointed forward in every movement. Bang. We're going to rotate, keep the wrists closed for this one. Keep the shoulders pinned back. If you can, look straight ahead. One more. And rotate. Keep that elbow. The elbow has a tendency to want to shoot outwards like this. Try and keep it tucked in and keep the shoulder back. Okay. There you go. Bang. Okay. Right. Wrists. We use our wrists all the time. They're involved in so many movements on a daily basis. So we get the wrists, close the fists. Again, elbows tucked in. Start off. Rotate. Make sure you feel grounded with your feet. You have soft bend in your knees. And rotate. Now, if you want to isolate it a little bit more, if it's hard to multitask here, take hold of one wrist and go with one at a time. It's a little bit easier to get that movement under control. Yeah. And let's go again. Bang. You can hold on to your shoulder or your wrist, whatever feels good. You might hear some clicking, and that's okay. You just keep moving with it. If there's no severe pain that comes with that clicking, you're good. Okay? Right. Into the fingers, another joint that we use a lot, but the benefit here that comes with actually isolating them is greater than just using them for everyday use. Let's actually put some mindful thought into this. You can just get creative with this. You can move in different directions. And again, there's no big rotations here. You You can make them big or small, whatever suits you. Okay? Right, we're gonna work to the hip now. I need you to get an anchor point because we need to feel balanced with one leg shifted into one side. So you'll see what I mean. I'm gonna use my right hand and I'm gonna move my left hip. So we want to bring the joint into a motion. We don't want to swing using momentum. We wanna make sure the joint has freedom. Again, we're not rushing it. We're feeding the joint move in that range. Okay. Again, if you hear some clicking, that's good. It's all good. As long as there's no big shooting pain that comes with it. Okay. Switch sides. Again, you can put your hand on your hip if it helps to stay balanced. Again, try not to lean to the left too much or to the right. Try not to lean on the support too much. Back straight, try and keep your core tight. And back straight. Eyes forward, head positioned over your shoulders. We're nicely aligned here as we move. Now, very similar, we'll do this right knee. Similar movement, keep your anchor point. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Okay, 3 is good. Swap it up. Bend and extend. Really actively move that joint. Okay, the muscles are coming in. You're feeling the muscles as well. But the object here, the objective is to get the joint to move in a freedom, to have freedom in the movement. Okay. Right, we're gonna straighten up, line our feet up again. So we've gone from the hips down to the knee joint. We're almost there. We've got these last lower limbs. So we're gonna take our ankles. Again, if you need an ankle point, just to be safe, then use it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you straight ahead. So rotate. Now I find it helps to keep my legs straight as I'm rotating. Okay, just because I want to isolate. I don't want to use my knee. I don't want to use my hip. Okay, 3 in each direction. Okay, now this is what it looks like holding on. A little bit more stable. The supported foot doesn't have to do as much work. Again, go back to the basics. Back straight, head over your shoulders, and rotate. Okay, and you're gonna have a nice sense of freedom in your body after this. It doesn't take long. We've got one more joint, and these are the toes. A lot of people squash their toes and they become almost printed tight. We've got to give them freedom, so we're just gonna let them do what they want to do. Spread them out, move them around. Simple as that. Okay, and you can spend anything up to a minute if you want, but stick to maybe 10-20 seconds is good. Okay, and that's it. Join me. Simple, doesn't take long. Get each joint moving independently and feel good.